Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to cook the perfect filet mignon. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with what I call the goodness that we're going to cook it in. Typically most people like to grill their steaks, myself included. I like to grill steaks. But with filet, I have found this recipe and method to cook which is just phenomenal. So I wanted to share that today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off, like I said, with the goodness. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a quarter cup of olive oil into a pan. And a stick of butter. We'll use 1 teaspoon of Lawry's seasoning, 1 teaspoon Cavender's Greek seasoning, 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic, and 2 just regular chicken bouillon cubes. Alright, and we're going to slow heat this till the butter melts, and we're going to stir it occasionally just to kind of get everything mixed together. We're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. While that's melting and kind of cooking together a little bit, we're going to trim our filet. Alright, so next what we want to do is make sure we've got a good sharp knife. And we're going to trim our loin. We got this loin at Aldi's. We got a good deal on it. It was $8.99 a pound. This whole thing here ended up costing just under $28. So the first thing we're going to do is trim all this fat off. One of the really important things though is just to get this, what they call silver skin, off the steak, because it doesn't taste very good and it does not at all help for the steak to be tender. So we want to get rid of that. Alright, now we got a majority of the silver skin. Leave just a, I'll take a little bit more of this off. You can leave a little bit of fat on there, just to add for flavor. Some people don't like any fat on their filet whatsoever. I don't mind a little bit. Alright, now we're going to cut them into the desired thickness. which, since this isn't a very large diameter fillet, we're going to cut them a little thicker. Let's see. Okay, now that we got our fillets cut, we ended up with about 5 pieces here, just because we went a little bit thicker. You don't need to go that thick if you don't want to eat as much, so you can get more out of that, or piece like that. It's whatever you want to do. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take them over to a hot pan, and we're going to sear all the sides of these. All right, so I've already got my pan heated up pretty decent, and we're just going to put the steaks in there and we're going to sear them. You want your pan good and hot, just so we get a good sear. We don't want to burn this fillets, but we do want it good and hot, just to get a nice, good sear on all sides. What we're looking for is, when we know we got a good sear, is when we've got this good, nice brown color to it. That tells us the meat has been properly seared. Alright, now that we got a good sear on, we'll go ahead and put them on our baking dish and okay, what I like to call the goodness is done. You can see that the chicken bouillon has been dissolved really well, so we'll go ahead and pour this mixture over our steaks. And we'll go ahead and turn these over just to make sure that we get covered well. All right, and we'll go ahead and put them in the oven. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to have some spaghetti with this, and what I call like a Greek spaghetti. And we're going to take that goodness after those steaks are cooked, and we're actually going to pour those over the spaghetti when they're done, the spaghetti noodles when they're done. And then we will add some Parmesan cheese. Okay, for the spaghetti, our water is boiling, so I like to add a little bit of olive oil. I put olive oil and everything. And then we'll add our spaghetti. I like to break it in half just so that it's not so long when we eat it. Alright, so we want to make sure when we're cooking the spaghetti that we don't overcook it, because then it gets really mushy, and I don't know about you, but I don't like mushy noodles, so we don't want them al dente, but we do want them not mushy. So we're just going to check that, and we'll use the old taste tester. So that's the consistency of al dente, or the doneness of al dente, so we're going to let that cook a little bit longer. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. I'll pull this out. We're going to turn these steaks. Already smells wonderful. Alright, and then back in the oven again for another 10 minutes or so. And the reason that I like to go 10 minutes, I like my steak cooked to about medium rare, 160 degrees center. You can go longer, just cook it a little longer for your desired doneness and preference. So in case you don't know what al dente means, the outside of your noodle will be soft and the inside will still have some stiffness to it, if you will. Not stiffness. What do we want to say?
Firm.
Firm. Even better. Stiffness and firm. I think this video is going a whole different direction. I think you get the point, though. How long has that been? 5 minutes? Hmm? I think you fucking set the timer. Stop recording. Okay, so now our spaghetti noodles are done, so we're going to go ahead and drain them. And we're going to put them back in our pan and wait for that juice to pour over the top of them that's going to come out of our steaks. So we'll just let this sit in the pan until the steaks are ready. Okay, our steaks should be ready for the doneness that we prefer, which would be medium rare, so we'll go ahead and take those out of the oven. So we're going to remove the steaks from the pan. Set that off to the side. We're going to take our juice. We'll pour a little bit over the steaks just for fun. And the rest we're going to pour onto our spaghetti. The next thing we'll do is take grated Parmesan cheese, and then just sprinkle it all over the spaghetti and mix it up. Should be good. All right. Well, we are ready to enjoy. We'll go ahead and serve this up as we are ready to enjoy this. So I'm just going to take a knife and cut into this and show you what the product looks like. And there you have it, the perfect filet mignon. Oh. Wow. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next video.